What's up, guys? I've got a trade recap for the trade that we took this morning to make a little over 2K, and then I'll give you guys some proof, show you the executions later in the video. This one, I'm not gonna lie, to me was a little bit more complex, right? Like, it was a clear downtrend today, but it was a little bit more complex, so I thought it would be cool to make a little video and show you guys why it is that I actually took this trade. So we are just gonna get straight into it here. Coming into the day as a continuation trader, the first thing we're looking for is a higher time frame draw, reasonable draw for price for us to, continue toward. So in this case, I marked out these highs because they had not yet been taken, but then I see that we took out this high here. So this is a pretty prominent high. Like, if you check the 4-hour, clear draw for price, they got taken out. When I checked the charts last night, this was going to be my target, like assuming that we hadn't taken them out yet, but I woke up and we did take this out. So I wasn't able to trade toward that, but I wanted to honestly base my bias off of this. Even though we're more bullish, I wanted to see if we respect this, if we sweep it out and then start going lower, I'm going to have a way more bearish bias. But if we get a nice hourly closure above this, then I would look to continue toward this high, maybe this high, right? But because we ended up making this sweep here, potential sweep to go lower, I marked out some lower draws because, I'm a continuation trader. I'm going along with the trend. So if we do want to come lower, even though I'm slightly more bullish overall, I'm willing to take a shorter trade if that's what the charts give us. And we also had the new week opening gap, right? I didn't want to take a 400-point trade, 500-point trade, whatever it may be. The thing is, when we're trading intraday, I'm on the charts for an hour, right? There's no way we're going to move all the way toward this, but just in terms of an overall bias, this is something to take note of as well. I'm gonna skip forward to market open for you guys. For me, it's 7:30 open. So first candle here totally just starts dumping. Now here's the thing, once this candle formed, I had a very strong conviction that we were going to take out these lows, but unfortunately there's no entry to this, right? With a protected stop loss, you're going to be up here. I'm not taking a 0.3 R trade, unfortunately. So I just had to, watch this hit. Maybe if we got some sort of retrace, I was open to entering a short, but we did not get that. We ended up taking out this low and then also the following low. So once we took out these lows, I was definitely a little bit more hands off. I kind of wanted to see what happened. If we still got good price action, I was open to it. But one thing I want to make note of was on ES, we ended up edging this low. Now here's the thing, relative highs and lows, when you see them on the US indexes, right, we have very high conviction to believe that they're going to get taken out, right? There's a lot of liquidity resting where they are, but in this case, ES doesn't move with as much volume as NQ, and it also moves in smaller point values, so it's more likely to create relative equal highs and lows that won't necessarily get taken. They're a lot stronger on NQ, but we still want to consider them, and I think that ES is a stronger index. So when it edges this low like this, I had pretty high conviction to believe this was going to get taken. We're clearly more bearish overall once market opened. So going back to NQ here, I kind of wanted to just see some sort of down movement. Even though ES was maybe where you want to take the trade, I don't really like trading ES. I like trading NQ. I'm willing to take the trade on NQ and just close once ES takes the low because I like the volume and I like the entries and whatever better on NQ. So I kind of just watched this play forward a little bit. Ended up kind of creating some mid price action on NQ. This just really is going nowhere. If you check ES, we were going up the whole time, but if you see this here, bro, this is low-key starting to form a decent textbook continuation setup, right? Big move to the downside, nice retrace. If we get displacement out of here, this is clear that we want to come to this low. It's pretty good draw for price as well. So seeing that, I'm not gonna lie, I came up with this idea really quick in the moment. I was thinking at any point when ES decides it wants to flip, give us some displacement to the downside, I'm ready. I see that NQ's creating a little bit of a range here. I almost was looking at this. I'll show you the top of this candle down here. This was the range. I wanted to see this range get broken. Basically a closure below this low was enough, or even just movement below this low was enough reason for me to believe that we want to come lower. Even though this is kind of mid, I just want to see good displacement. Remember, displacement tells you so much about the market. If we displace even on the lower time frame lower here, I have enough conviction to believe we want to come lower because of the ES draw. I came with this idea quick, marked on my short position. All I wanted to see was at this point one candle that breaks this low to show us that we want to come lower. Now this is the moment here that had me feeling like the Einstein of trading, bro, because literally the next candle did exactly what I wanted it to do. totally just started like dumping good volume, showing that we want to like come down. Look at ES, bro. Like, looks textbook. Like I said, I don't trade ES really though, so I didn't want to take this on ES. I thought I'll just take it on NQ. It's looking really bearish anyways, and has a relatively decent draw as well. We were starting to come through all these fair value gaps here, so you know, like on the higher time frame, this just looked like a good trade to me. I thought we want to come lower. I ended up entering before the candle closure because, like I said, displacement tells you a lot about the market, and I didn't really need to see this candle close. I didn't want it to close super low down, and I wasn't gonna like be able to catch a good entry, so I thought I'd just close here to have a decent stop loss. Didn't need to wait for the closure, and it ended up just trading nicely lower. It kind of started to lose a bit of momentum, which had me tripping a little bit, but once we got down to this point, I remember like pretty much halfway down in this trade, I went break even because I didn't really want to have more risk on the table with this trade anymore. I don't know exactly where the entry was, something like this, like I said, but we ended up edging my break even pretty close by a couple points. Like I thought I was maybe going to get break even on this, but after that just started to come lower slowly, and then we got like some fat candle that ended up just like dumping through the lows. This was crazy because it literally like, obviously I'm not one to say, oh, I could have held and caught all this, but this was just like flooding. But it was a nice trade here. I was open to closing this early because since we like pretty much took this based off of ES's movement, once ES took this low, I was getting ready to close it. So I thought I was going to close for like not full TP, but because of this candle, they both just started like dumping at the same time. So before I could even close on NQ, when ES took the low, like they pretty much took it together, so it wasn't an issue. Able to catch full TP here. It was like 37-ish points. I'll show you the P&L. So I did already take away the drawings, I guess, but as you can see, we got 757.20 across 3 accounts today that we were trading on. Same fill on all of them, and then I have the executions marked out. So I don't know, again, I'm not doing the math right now, but like 37-ish points, and maybe 38, I don't know. If you did make it to the end of the video, I appreciate you for watching. Hopefully you learned something from this, and if you have any trading questions, comment them below and I'll be sure to help you out, and I hope to see you in the next video.